Hey guys, it's Kyle. Welcome back to White Collar Wisdom and welcome to another edition of Casual Friday. In today's video, I'm going to cover the do's and don'ts of video conferencing. I'm going to give you some basic etiquette, talk about the things that are going to make you look more professional, things that are going to take away from your message, and hopefully set you on the track to be the best video you that you possibly can. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, if you do nothing else from this video, I'm going to give you this beginner two-step thing right now that you absolutely have to do. As soon as your video conference starts, turn your camera on and mute yourself. If you do those two things right now and do nothing else from this video, you will most likely improve by 50% as to how good you come across on the phone regarding your professional abilities and your execution of basic electronics. You don't want to be the only one in the meeting without your camera on, okay? That shows somebody that you're not prepared for work, that you're not presentable. And if you haven't taken the time that day to at least make yourself presentable, then why in the world would I assume that you've gotten yourself together mentally and prepared for the workday? So that's number one, turn your camera on. Number two, put yourself on mute. No one wants to hear your dog barking. No one wants to hear the TV show that's on in the background that you're not supposed to be watching while you're working anyways. So the two basics, turn your camera on, put yourself on mute when you're not talking, okay? Now, that being said, let's talk about these things, okay? Let's talk about what takes away from messages. Consider your background, okay? If your background has, like a ceiling fan, or if it's got a bunch of just your junk from a corner of your room, I understand that this is our house and it's during quarantine and we're probably not operating at our best level we've ever been at. But at the same time, I mean, this is a business call. You wouldn't bring that kind of an outfit. You wouldn't wear a messy outfit to work. So make sure that your background's good, okay? Don't have anything distracting. Ceiling fans especially are absolutely some of the worst things you can have in the background of a video conference. So make sure that you're not doing that, okay? Next tip is gonna be to get yourself a phone stand. I don't care what brand you buy. I don't care if you just lean your phone up against a stack of books. But please stop with the shaky phone nonsense. Nothing's gonna make you look like more of an amateur holding your phone than somebody that doesn't have a phone stand. Now, if you're using a webcam, this won't apply, but that's gonna be even more important when we talk about the previous point, which was consider your background. So get yourself a phone stand. I actually use a phone stand that itself has a built-in wireless charger as well. I'll link to it below. It doesn't matter what brand you get. Just get a phone stand, and if you want to throw the wireless charging part into it too, cool, you kill two birds with one stone. But either way, make sure that you have a phone stand. A shaky video is not fun for anybody to watch. Next step here, okay? That's video. Let's talk about audio. First of all, get yourself into a quiet room. If you still have other people in the house with you while you're working from home, there is no reason that you should be in a common area for your video conferencing. You need to be in a bedroom or a home office if you have one, but you need to be somewhere where it's quiet, okay? Turn off the music, turn off the TV. First of all, why are you watching TV? You're supposed to be working right now. But even if you close the door and there's music playing in the other room, I promise you the mic's picking it up and it's distracting everybody because it's cutting out everything that everybody else is trying to say. So, quiet room, music and TV off, and again, you shouldn't be watching TV anyways. All right, next up for audio. Get yourself a Bluetooth headset, even if it's earbuds. I don't care if it's Galaxy Buds, the Jabra Elite is decent, Apple AirPods. Personally, I use a cheap set that's called like Tozo T10. It's from Amazon. I'll link to that one below. But again, I don't care if you buy that one. Buy whichever one you want, but use a headset. And why? Because your speakerphone picks up everything you're doing, okay? You think you're being slick typing that email to that person or sending a message to somebody while you're on the phone or while you're on the video conference? Everybody heard it. Every single person heard that you were typing a bunch of stuff while we were supposed to be listening to the boss talk. So get yourself some earbuds or a Bluetooth headset of some kind, okay? Last thing here, okay? Can we talk about basic lighting? I mean, I get it that we're not all studio professionals. I'm not a studio professional. I didn't take a course in lighting, but here's what you got to understand. Here's the basic principle. If we're set up to have a desk in front of us here, right? Chances are that our lighting is either overhead or behind us to light up the area we're going to be working in. That's all fine and dandy because we are viewing it the same angle that the light is coming in at. Now, the problem is when we turn that camera to face us, now the lighting's coming at the camera and the camera is looking this way. So what you get is you get this big silhouette figure. This is another thing happens if you got like a fan with lights on it, you can see the same effect. But if you're in front of a window with even if your blinds are closed, you get that silhouette effect. And then you can't see anything. And then it's like, well, what was the point of a video conference if we can't even see your face, right? We could have just done a phone call. You know, we got to keep these videos going so that we have the faces to keep our relationships alive. So anyway, but that's just some basic stuff. You know, make sure that when you're on these video calls, you act like you were in a conference room at work. You wouldn't bring a bunch of food in, you wouldn't bring like chips into a meeting at work and just sit there crunching away while somebody was talking. Why would you be doing that on a video call? So treat it like you're in a meeting at work, number one, and you're gonna be good for the most part. But again, if you do nothing else that I said in this whole video, do these two things. Turn your camera on, put yourself on mute when you're not talking. So that's all I have for today. Hope this was helpful. Go ahead and click the like button. Thanks again for watching White Collar Wisdom.